I never wanted to leave Brownsville. I just wanted a different life. Because, the people I know there, though, I knew longer than I knew anyone in my life. I'm not trying to leave them. I'm just trying to advance myself, and hopefully they want to come with me. That's just what it's all about. You give what you can give, and it doesn't necessarily have to be money. Giving a person your time is so much more valuable than giving them money.
Hmm. Was it was it hard for you to leave those people behind? Or just a part of life. You kind of evolve how you evolve,
No,
and
they
they.
didn't want me to be there.
Mhm.
They saw I had a talent, and they said, "There's no need for you to be here. What you here with us for?" And they were they were a prominent factor in me becoming Mike Tyson, the champ, and all that stuff.
And how has all of that experience transferred over to just life for you now, doing these tours and the cannabis line and everything else? How does that influence? I'm sure it influences everything to a degree.
I think I'm just some kind of exponent of conquest. I want to always find a fight to fight. I just want to be number one. I want to be the best. But I'm not trying to surpass nobody or supersede no one but myself.
Mm.
It's no one out there that I compare myself with. My cannabis company and the way my life is just very grateful. I feel overrated. All the love that I get.
Hmm. Why do you think you get all that love? Like, what is it about you? I have an idea of what it is, but I wonder what it's like on your side, being the person that.
It's what I'm gonna say has a twin sword, twin blade, because you love the fact that everybody's into you, but then you know they're into you because of your pain too.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that kind of stuff. To know that is to know that sometimes they cross boundaries, but I can understand why they cross boundaries because I cross boundaries when they see my life, so they feel that they're very acquainted with me,
Mm.
very familiar.
I
That's the
think.
only thing that draws people here, our familiarity. There's some people that would never come here because if the energy is not there, don't care about the biggest weed company or not. I just can't fuck with that particular energy. They may say it for me, because if you don't know me personally, they sit down with me, it's easy for somebody to think that I'm a bully or something. I might say something ridiculous just to be bragging, selling something. And if I tell everybody I'm the greatest that God ever created, I'm bragging. But if I tell them I'm a bum, they say, no, you're not a bum. You're a great guy. They wouldn't believe me in that. So people are so fickle, you know. They want you to be what they want you to be. But when you're able to realize that I can only be me, whatever it is, we all have our shit. We all have shit. But besides my shit, I think I'm a good person.
It's. I think a big part of why people connect with you is that pain that you went through, and then where you are now. But I think a lot of people also can't understand how you were able to transcend that, because it seems like most people, whether they grew up where you did, how you did, or anywhere else, no matter if they're rich or poor, they get consumed by their pain. I feel from the outside looking in that a big thing with you is that people see this person who's been through all of these hardships, and they transcended it in a way, versus most people, no matter their status, all the blessings in the world, the riches. I mean, you've studied history. This is just a recurring theme with us as humans. It's like some of us just get swallowed up by it.
I just think everybody think it's funny and they don't believe it. I just think we're people like the past is us in funny clothes.
Mhm.
You think about that's the past is, but it's us in funny clothes. Everybody had the same feeling they had back then. If they didn't have planes they designed, they thought about it. Everything they plant the seeds and we water it and we prosper from their ideas. That's just what the past is. Passing down information and elevating it to the next level.
I read this quote yesterday actually with someone saying that knowledge is just the sum total of everyone's past mistakes and stumbling around. And
Knowledge is just knowing you know nothing. That is knowledge. To know you know nothing.
you know, one last thing, Mike, I wanted to know was just, how did you go from those circumstances when you were younger to still, even now, all these years later, I want to be great. I want to be the greatest. Was it, when Ali came to visit? Was it,
Well, Ali inspired me. Ali, the bird around sugar really they inspired me. But my shame catapulted me to being who I am now.
is it,
Being Mike, being in the band and building with your family. Let you
is that still a part of
drive me. Yeah. If I can't be driven, I don't want to live. Life is about driving, testing yourself. It's all about testing yourself. Who do you really think you are? Even dying. Dying is a great part of life because life could be good and death bad. How would God make that? That's just incredible. Death cannot be bad. I won't believe that from nobody. If God made death, how could death be fucking bad? Everything about God is good.
I think it's that conclusion at the end that most people try to mask or hide from or cover up in their day-to-day life. I think just accepting that is the end is what creates the drive.
Imagine having all this shit and had it since you're a young kid to watch and ready to go. I gotta give this to somebody else. I'm no longer gonna have. Some people lose their mind. Some people kill themselves before they start getting gray hairs. It's just our fear of mortality, our fear of growing old, our fear of not being constipated at 70, not being able to take a shit, not being pissing on yourself before you get to the bathroom. That's who we are as people. We disintegrate as we get older.
I think that's another thing, an archetype, I guess, that people attach to you.
Why does George Young use that word a lot?
I believe his thinking was that,
Do you know him?
yeah,
No, he
Young
used that word.
was, the archetypes.
Yeah.
It's the,
The shadows, involved with the shadow.
right.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Enema and enema. You familiar with that? The enema. And one of them is the male's feminine part, and the other one's the female's masculine part. Enema. One of the two I'm not familiar, but I know that's the concept of it.
Young was big on studying the archetypes, and I've always viewed the public's perception of you as something like that because one of the drivers of that masculine part of men is and women is that purpose and that pursuit of being invincible, that appearance of being invincible, and also that acknowledgement that we're not.
Ooh, I knew you were gonna say that. That's why I'm more of the overman than I am a George archetype, what you were saying, because the overman can absorb anything, it is nothing like a breaking spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And he does, but this is the cool, cold part. The people that abuse him, whatever, he doesn't fight back.
Right.
The other man, the overman, that's a cold character.
Yeah.
Nietzsche is cold.
Yes.
The first time he had sex, he called him a venereal disease.
Oh,
The first
Jesus
time ever.
Christ.
First time ever he called syphilis.
Yeah, you gotta just accept life for what it is, and you gotta just write it off like, okay, what can I do? Well, Mike, I hope we can get a chance to chat again. Always a pleasure. Really appreciate it, Mike. Thank you.
I was told by a friend that I'm wealthy because I'm valuable. I'm not valuable because I'm wealthy. Who said that? I'm trying to think of it. What's the old guy with the glasses name? He invested in. Come on, the old guy with the
Buffett?
glasses. Yeah, Warren Buffett. Yeah, he's the guy that said that.
Yeah.
No, but this guy, the old man, he looks like a hut or something. The guy's very reserves the money. It doesn't move from pretty much here. It's like the idea of the deal.
And I know Buffett still drives around in like a 80-something car, lives in the house he grew up in.
Rabbit convertible or something.
Oh,
Beautiful though.
all right, Mike. I guess you got to run. Time would watch. I don't want to hold you
I
up.
have to go to another dispensary.
Okay. Well, we'll be in tow, following with the cameras, helping to capture this story. You know, this story that you're telling here. Chad is an amazing guy too, by the way. Chad's a great guy.
I bust his balls all the time. He's my man.
Hey, Brad, we gotta wrap up.
Okay. Did you guys ever play basketball? Did you ever do that
I
one-on-one?
call it.
Oh, that right.
You have one more person to give 5 minutes to. Do you want a 5-minute break, or you want to just keep
Bring him in.
going? Bring him in? Okay. You guys want to start rolling, and then
Yeah.
you can just give us the room for 5 minutes, and you
Yeah.
guys can take
So
down
we'll
your
leave
stuff.
it. Okay.
Just start rolling. Yeah.
Get this going here.
This is Olivia, and she's with